Good morning from the garden. We are in the garden now for our morning garden walk and talks. There's nothing left in the greenhouse. So here we are. I have some coffee in a new mug again. This one has some strawberry plants on it. And I have my little colander because it is officially strawberry picking time here. I have been getting like 2 or 3 berries the last couple days, but I think today is gonna be the first day where I get to pick more than like what I can fit in my hand. So I brought my little trusty dollar store colander out. This is what I use to pick strawberries. I don't know, this is just, I don't know, it's just what I use. It's a Betty Crocker colander. And it is warming up here. It's supposed to be like 87 degrees today, and right now it's 64 at 7:45 in the morning. It's a little bit humid. I forgot what humidity is like, and yeah, it sucks. Basically. So it went from, you know, the 60s to the 80s over the course of like one day. It is supposed to cool back off next week after this weekend, so hopefully it doesn't make all of my lettuces and stuff bolt, because I'm just getting to the point where I'm harvesting like so much lettuce, which is awesome. Like, I harvested almost a whole gallon-sized Ziploc bag of lettuce yesterday. And I had more I could pick, but I didn't. I did actually harvest my first tennis ball lettuce, and I did not eat that yesterday, but I'm gonna eat it today for lunch, I think. So yeah, things are happening out here. I am going to get my peppers in the ground this weekend. I also have some more herbs I want to put in, because I haven't really put any herbs in yet. Like, I have 700 basils to plant, and I have some more pots I need to fill with different herbs and things like that. I actually had to go to Lowe's last night and get more potting mix because I am out. I filled a lot of pots this year, so I ran out of potting mix. But I got another bag, and so I should be good to go for the rest of the spring. I do need to get some mulch put down. Like over here, you can see this is still just cardboard where the tomatoes are, but that's okay. I may try to go get mulch tomorrow morning. Today's Friday. I know these videos go up on Saturday, but I shoot them Friday before I work. And I used to shoot them before I would go to work on Fridays, and I would look a little bit more put together, but I work from home now, so I would wear this to work though, so it's fine. I got this shirt at TJ Maxx and I love it. I don't know, but I need to go get some mulch. I know last year I said that for like 6 weeks before I actually did it, but I do actually need to get some mulch on these tomatoes for sure. They have the cardboard around them, so they're protected from, you know, there's not just dirt splashing up on them, but they do need to have some mulch put down. I was considering buying undyed mulch this year, but okay, here's my thought process. I was thinking about this last night actually, because our front landscaping beds, we use brown mulch. So last year we finally, when we moved in this house 7 years ago, it had rocks in the landscaping. Well, it didn't have any landscaping. It was just a bed of rocks. And I have spent I spent 6 years trying to get rid of those rocks and never could get rid of them, because they are literally like over a foot deep of rocks. I'm not even sure how anything I have out front is alive, because we did landscape the front of the house. But I have spent the last 6 years of my life fighting those rocks. And so last summer we just said, you know what, we're just gonna put landscape fabric over the rocks and then mulch over it, because it was full of weeds and there was nothing we could do about it because you put mulch down and it didn't make a difference because it was still just rocks. So we put landscape fabric down, we put mulch down, it looked really nice. It just needs some new mulch this year, and a few little weeds pulled. But, so we used brown mulch out front. And last year I used brown mulch in the garden also, which has been my go-to for the last, you know, since I've mulched my garden. And I've never had any issues with it, but I wanted to explore undyed mulch just to see if it would break down faster, because the stuff from last year is still here. It just doesn't look very good, which is fine with me. I mean, that doesn't bother me. But I did want to explore some different mulch options just for video's sake, you know. But I don't know how much to buy, and I don't want to have too much left over because then I don't know what to do with it, because I wouldn't use it out front. And then I don't want to not buy enough for out front, and then I don't know what I would do with it because I wouldn't use it back here. So I think I'm just gonna go with the dyed mulch again this year. That was a very roundabout way of me saying I'm just gonna use brown dyed mulch again. But that's what I always do. I've never had a problem with it. Like, I've never, I don't know. I mean, people are like, don't use dyed mulch in your garden, but that's all I've ever used is dyed mulch in my garden. So I just buy it in the bag from Menards and it works perfectly fine, or Lowe's or whatever, it doesn't matter. Actually, a couple years ago I used black mulch and it was the Scott's Triple Shred. That stuff's really nice. It's really small, like the pieces of bark are really small. Last year I bought the cheap stuff from Menards and the pieces are a little bit bigger. So I don't know, we'll see. I usually go to Menards to get stuff because I have rebates always. Like right now I have like an $18 rebate I'm sitting on, so that'll buy me quite a bit of mulch. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what they have. I went and explored their options a couple weeks ago and they do have undyed mulch, but I think I'm just gonna go with the dyed stuff again. So yeah, those are the conversations I have with myself when I'm trying to fall asleep, is about mulch. So let's pick some strawberries. Now I have strawberries in two places now. I have strawberries here in this in-ground bed, and I also have strawberries over here. This is where I've been picking them, is from over here. But I think that there are some ready in this in-ground bed, so I'm gonna see what's in here and then we'll go over to the other bed. Okay, none in that. There are a few that are almost ready, like maybe tomorrow or Sunday they'll be ready. But I know there are a few over here in this raised bed, so let's explore. Okay, so I picked 5 strawberries and I also picked 2 radishes for my lunch today. So these radishes are a little bit small, you know, they're not huge, but I wanted some radishes for lunch, so I went ahead and picked some. It is supposed to be warm, like I said. It's gonna be hot the next few days, so I am kind of worried about my radishes getting a little bit spicy, but that's okay. So I expected more strawberries than that, but it's okay. By next week, we'll be picking strawberries. So I'm gonna go inside and get this stuff soaking in the sink for a quick wash, and then I have my little mid-morning snack and part of my lunch. I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.